deciding where the line is going to go. That's the biggest thing, but does everyone agree on it? Is this the best route? 10 feet over, is there a better line? That whole process has to be completely eliminated till you like brought it all into this 3-foot wide piece of single track.
Swing that hammer down now.
This is the first day with the big crew, so day 3 for me.
When I first got the email, I would be shocked if I wasn't the first one that responded, because I probably responded, I'm all in about 5 seconds.
I was like, man, this is gonna be rad, but I doubt my wife will let me go. About halfway through, she just said, yeah, go, for sure. I'm like, pretty much couldn't believe that, so.
Seeing the crew that was coming, why would I not come on this trip?
Well, I just lost my baby. I said she fell for a richer man.
The vibe is typical of arriving at Retallack for the first time. Everyone's super stoked.
It's like a hot cup of coffee. Why else would you get up in the morning?
Vacation, man. Vacation Canada, 2014.
I definitely call it a
She could
vacation.
treat me right if I come home and tell me.
Day 1, a lot of guys on slope, a lot of guys with tools, dirt's flying.
You know, got on the ground, got to see the terrain, got to start building some pretty challenging trail. Lots of stumps to deal with.
You just cut them flat and like here at the base. But if they are right in the middle and they are sticking out, we'll like leave them as full trees and wrap a winch around them and a rope and just yank them out.
Till that young thing started talking sweet, touching on the head. Now I'm in one fall. I didn't care. Lost long enough to get somewhere. I paid my dues. It's only fair.
Solid crew. All these guys are really experienced and put in hundreds, if not thousands of hours of trail building over the years, and to all kind of come together and collaborate on a project like this is super cool.
You know, it's one to just like have a bunch of guys hammer out a trail, but everyone here is building like quality trail and building a lot of it. What stood out the most was how easy and open everyone is to a discussion.
Talking through sections, figuring out what will work, using materials to find on the ground there. It was cool.
A lot went down today. We crushed a lot of trail.
I mean, it's still, like I say, it's just day 1. But first impressions are everything, and I'm seeing like some pretty amazing work ethic and quality.
Probably one of the best builds that you could be asked to do. We had the best flagging, we got some of the best accommodations, good tools. It's funny when you can transplant trail builders to anywhere and get a trail built.
It's kind of neat to see all these. We've all ridden each other's trails. I've probably ridden every single guy here. Every guy here, I've ridden their stuff, but I've never built with them, you know?
All of these guys, every single one of them has something that just makes them such an important part of this project.
There's tools, and they're just knocking away and knocking away and knocking away. Or even if you're tired, you know, suck down some water and get back to it.
And then you also see the other progression too. With one person, you don't see the progression. You know, you get a big group going, and then it's like, all of a sudden you built your little piece of trail, and maybe it was frustrating, you only got like a couple feet done or something, and then you look over, and then there's like this magic carpet that's been laid out, you know, everyone else has built a bunch, so you get motivated.
big part of today was rocks, working through this rock moss garden.
He's moving rock and filling holes and piecing it together, and that was a big challenge for sure.
Very little dirt. The dirt's been a huge challenge for us to gather and cache and pile up.
Dirt? We're used to being pretty spoiled with our dirt source. Here, you had to mine some dirt, and we always found it when we needed it, but it was tough.
Digging mining for rocks. 10% soil, 90% rock. Trying to buff out a berm. It's gonna take all damn day.
Yeah.
Some very ambitious berm building going on, taking on really large berm projects with very minimal dirt.
So it's working with what you got, you know, you got lots of rocks, so you fill a hole and you cover it with what dirt you have, and you got some good tread. Yeah, so that was sweet.
Phil, our owner, operator, funder, all that kind of thing, one of the owners of Retallack came out today and brought his Sasquatch strength out, moved some big rocks for us. It was awesome. And his son Jackson also came out, and Jackson was out there helping out, moving some rocks and, you know, barking orders at people and telling people what to do. So it's good. He's on the right path. He's being trained well.
Colin working with Jason on the rock work. Matty Shelton got into a corner that was just a ridiculous amount of work. It was impressive to see the guys' commitment to the project today, like just knocking out sections and making them look good.
Even though we're on the lower half of the mountain right now, we're making headway in a real problem section. Tomorrow will be 1 meter closer to a finish line. It's the pleasure of riding and seeing the finished product, but I think for everybody, it's the sense that, you know, you don't leave something half finished.
We're getting into a little bit of woodwork right now, which is kind of fun. Different change, different direction for what's been going on lately. So I'm really excited to have that element of the trail added. I think it'll help it for sure. Can't say enough about the crew right now. How everyone is just like just good spirits. Still having fun on the trail. Like we're tired and we're sore. There's no question about it. Like
working here, working there, working with different guys. You can definitely see guys' style kind of start to surface and what they're all about and what they're kind of into.
I don't think that any one of us takes it for granted, but I do think that people get caught up in the, I'm gonna build the sickest trail or the best line, and it turns out we all want to build the same thing.
And so it's kind of cool seeing everybody come together. And
a lot of things in life you don't know what the solution is. There's all these wars, there's all these like whatever relationships, anything in life you look at that's confusing and you're like, there's never really a yes this and a no that. With building mountain bike trails, there is 100% yes.
We're starting to put some tires on it, which is kind of fun, you know? Getting to ride our work is always like the greatest feeling, because
get to know the trail, get to see what we actually accomplished. It feels really good now. It's the best feeling. So stoked.
It really pays off because you can feel the flow, you can like hit the corners you want, you can take those little tight lines off the rocks that you want. And it was cool today. Guys were shredding it, guys were stoked.
Can't believe there's an actual like 3-kilometer trail in of that kind of quality over 7 days of building. It's just incredible. Like with the manpower, it's speechless. I don't even know what to say right now. Lost for words. No matter how it turns out, I know that we're doing everything we can to make the trail as good as possible, even if we only make it 50 meters in a day, as long as by the end of it, it's a thing of beauty, then that's all that we really need. That's the most important thing.
When you look up into the high alpine stuff, I mean, it's a lot of trail, but I think it's gonna go easier than where we've been working. I mean, I think we worked through like the toughest stuff and got it done. So I think we're gonna be able to knock it out. And the thought of, you know, someday being able to take a helicopter to the top of that and rip all the way down to this lodge is pretty cool.